Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Becky and happy August. I'm filming this one on August 3rd and I don't exactly know what day this one's going out, but so hopefully within the first week of August because I know I'm a little late on getting up in August TBR. Oopsies. I've actually seen some other people reframe them as like August hopefuls, and I actually love that verbiage way more. I found myself not really sticking to TBRs. There came a point when I was uploading content before my hiatus that the second I put a book like on my TBR, it was almost like someone telling me what to do, and suddenly I lost all interest in it. Like the second I'm like, I'm gonna read this book, my brain's like, no, you're not. So I kind of like the verbiage of like hopefuls instead. Like these are the ones on my radar. These are the ones I want to get to. These are the ones I'm intrigued in. I think I enjoy that phrasing a bit more. I think there's some like less pressure to it. So these are some of the books I'm hoping to get to in August. Oh, also, I'm debating if I want to bring the Wheel of TBR back. I was doing that before I went on hiatus. Let me know down below if I should bring that back in September, or are we over TBR games? Did that come and go, or do we still like them? Let me know down below. The last book I read in July, and I likely eked over into August, but I counted on July's wrap up, was Autopsy of a Fairy Tale. This whole series is fairy tale retellings plus crime dramas, and I thought that concept was so fascinating. Each book is following a different fairy tale. So the first one was like more of a traditional like Beauty and the Beast loose interpretation. The second one is following Goldilocks and the Three Bears. 6 books in the series as of right now. 5 published, 1 comes out in November. I don't know that's the last one or if the series is still ongoing, but I think that so far they're pretty fun. I have since started the second book, it is Forensics of a Fable. The second book, this whole series is by Nicole Scarino. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Um, but I have audiobooks for books 2 and 3. So again, book 2 is Forensics of a Fable. Book 3 is here, which is Kidnapping of a Myth. So I have the audiobook for both of these out from the library via Hoopla right now. And I haven't seen audiobooks for the other 2 books that are published, but they are on Kindle Unlimited. So I'm either going to just read these 2 or I'm going to continue making my way through the series. So we are going to find out together how far I get. But for sure, I want to at least commit to like these 2. So the next 2 books I want to check out are some other like thriller type books, and they have kind of similar plots, which I didn't realize at the time until I was talking about them in my own TBR video, which is hopefully up before this one. If not, it's coming out immediately after this one. If it's up, it'll be linked in the cards. If not, the first one is You Belong Here by Megan Miranda. And then the second one is God of the Woods by Liz Moore. God of the Woods follows a camp counselor who notices an empty bunk, and the camper that goes missing is one of the children of the owners of the camp. So there's like this huge manhunt, and as the counselor is learning more and trying to solve the mystery of what happened to this camper, she's discovering like secrets about the family. You Belong Here, on the other hand, is about a woman who, when she was in college, her roommate became the primary suspect in a murder that happened, but she vanished. She went missing. And so our main character ended up leaving the college, transferring, completing her degree elsewhere. However, several years later, her daughter is now going to college here. She had no clue she was applying, but she got in. So now she has to go. She has to relive her past, and then more things happen. So I think both of these ones sound super fun. They are ones I tried listening to the audiobook, and I wasn't like super jiving with it. So I'm hoping that having the physical copies of the books help, where I can tandem read or just eyeball read and then get like a bit more engrossed in it. So another one I would really love to get to this month is Tender as the Flesh. This one, I find the premise so fascinating. This is in a future dystopian world where they ran out of livestock for meat, so humans have replaced that, and we are following a worker in a meat processing plant, and things kind of go from there. I know this one's horror. I know that some people love it, but they talk about how disturbing it is. And I don't know if the disturbing elements come from the cannibalism, come from following the practices of a meat processing plant, since we know that they're not the most ethical. At least most of them are not the most ethical. If it comes from a class discussion of who gets to be prey or predator. Like, I'm not quite sure where the conversations are going to be had. I'm assuming probably all of these points probably get touched on, but I've heard a lot of people rave about this one, so I'm really excited to get into it. I was told it can be a little gross though, so admittedly, a little bit nervous, mostly excited. Another one I'm really hoping to get to this month is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This will be my first ever Abby Jimenez book, and I am told this is a great one to start with. This follows a young woman named Emma who believes that she is cursed, and that is because every single guy she dates, as soon as they break up, he meets his true love. Funny enough, she meets Justin, who thinks he has the same curse because every time he breaks up with a girl, she finds her true love. So these two are going to try to date each other to see if their curses can work and help the other one find love. It sounds really adorable. I think the premise is super cute. I'm assuming they're gonna end up together, because that's how romances work. But I think this will be really fun. I've heard amazing things about Abby Jimenez, and honestly, I have a lot of dark books on my TBR. Let's have a fluffy romance, kind of like break this up a little bit. Another one I have is that so far 2025 is the year of Frida McFadden. I am slowly making my way through her backlist. I've read a good chunk of them now. Editing Becky, help me out and tell me how many of her books I have read. But I know on Spotify for the audiobook, the entire Housemaid trilogy is on there. And I don't have to wait for it because I do have Spotify Premium. So I'm going to listen to as many of those books as I can until I run out of my Spotify hours. And then from the library, I also have, I believe it's The Wife Upstairs. I believe that is the one I have. I try not to go into thriller or horror books, knowing that much about the book. So I don't know what either of these ones are about, and I'm trying to go in blind. But if I do get to them, Wrap Up Becky will tell you a bit more about them. But I am enjoying Frida McFadden for the most part. I'm kind of all over the place with how I'm rating her book, so I'm really excited to see what I think of these ones. I know that The Housemaid is like the most popular series. To my understanding, this is the one that like put her on the map. This one has a trilogy versus the others, which are more standalone. There's a movie coming out for this one, so this is one I'm really excited to get to. And then The Wife Upstairs sounds interesting. I say that not really knowing what it's about because again I try to go into these kind of blinds, but it's one of her books and for the most part I enjoy them. So I'm excited to see. I hope this one is actually interesting. And then the last one I'm going to try to get to this month is finally get into Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I've heard amazing things about this book. All I know is that it follows a professor that studies like fae and folklore, and I hear there's like a romance. I'm told these are more like cozy fantasies. I believe there are 3 books out currently, and I don't believe that the series is complete, but I don't know a ton about this book. I really didn't want to know more other than the fact that it's fae related. I love fae, and I'm hoping that this is one that I absolutely adore. But yeah, those are all the books I'm gonna say right now, just for my hopefuls, my TBR, whatever verbiage I use for these moving forward. But these are the books I'm hoping to read in August. I think it's a pretty realistic TBR, mostly because I'm still recovering from surgery and I am on medical leave for another week. As of the day filming this, I still have another week of medical leave where I can hopefully bust out a bunch of these. Let me know down below what you are planning to read in August. If you've read any of the books on my list, let me know. Yeah, let me know what you think. Do you like them? Do you not like them? Do I have a good list? Do I have a crappy list? Like, I would love to know your thoughts. Please tell me. But that's everything I have. So thank you all so very much for watching. If you like this video and you want more bookish content from me in the future, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out a different video on your way out. I have a few of them that I'm uploading at once just so you have like a few to watch, and then aiming to get 2 videos a week moving forward, hopefully. But thank you all so much for spending time with me today, and I hope to see you all in the next video coming very soon. Bye.